Good afternoon, grade 7. Welcome to our lesson for this day, and it's about problems involving sets. So last discussion we discussed about describing sets and the operations on sets. And now let's have problems involving sets. In real-life situations, a problem is one of the spices in life to make it more meaningful and challenging. There are many instances and problems in life that are solved by applying mathematical principles, theories, and properties. And this lesson is an application of the past lessons about sets, like what I've said a while ago. And you will appreciate more the concept and uses of sets and the use of Venn diagrams as you work through the different word problems. So let's have this example. A group of 25 grade 7 students were interviewed and were asked whether they used either GSIM card or SIM card or both. 15 of these grade 7 students use S and 12 use GSIM cards. So here are the questions. How many use S SIM card only? Again, S SIM card only. Next, how many use G SIM card only? And how many use both S and G SIM cards? So here is the Venn diagram. So we have here the universal set, the first set, second set, and the intersection of two sets. Here is the solution. We have let P sub 1 be the set of students who use S SIM card only, and P sub 2 be the set of students who use both SIM cards, and P sub 3 be the set of students who use G SIM card only. So find the elements in each region. So here, for us to get the cardinality of P sub 3 or yung mga set of students who use G SIM card only, yung total number of class, i-minus lang natin sila dun sa mga students na gumamit ng S SIM card. So, ibig sabihin, since meron tayong 25 total number of class and 15 yung gumamit ng S SIM card, para makuha natin yung gumamit ng G SIM card only, i-minus lang natin sila. So, 25 minus 15, we have 10. Yan yung mga, or yung sagot dito sa P sub 3, wherein yung mga students na gumamit ng G SIM card only. And next, since meron na tayong number or yung cardinality na gumamit ng GSIM card only para makuha natin yung gumamit ng both naman. So, i-minus lang natin siya dun sa NP sub 2 which is the set of students who use both SIM cards, and NP sub 3 were the students who use GSIM card only. So, kanina meron tayong 12 and i-minus lang natin siya yung 12 sa 10. So, we have 2. And last one, yung total number of class, we have 25. I-minus lang natin siya dun sa students na gumamit ng GSIM card para makuha natin yung cardinality dun sa gumamit ng SIM card only. So, 25 minus 12 will be 13. So, yan yung mga sagot dun sa mga questions. Kung ilan yung gumamit ng SIM card only, kung ilan yung gumamit ng GSIM card only, or kung ilan yung both na gumamit sa mga cards. Diagram. Ayan, the number of elements in each region since ang universal set yung lahat or total of class. So, kailangan meron tayong 25. And dun sa previous slides, ang cardinality ng or students na gumamit ng SIM card only, we have 13. And yung cardinality ng mga students na gumamit ng GSIM card only, we have 10. And yung both, yung students na gumamit ng both SIM cards, we have a total of 2. Then, ngayon, we need to add them. So, we have 13 plus 2 is equal to 15 plus 10 is equal to 25. So, there are 25 students in a class. Next example. In a survey conducted by grade 7 teacher in her class of 45 students regarding the toothpaste they used, she learned that 28 students used brand X, and we have 25 students used brand Y, and 10 students used both brands. Then, how many students used brand X only? Yun yung first question. And the second question is, how many students used brand Y only? Then, third question we have, how many students used at least one of the toothpaste? Remember, at least one. And last question we have, how many students did not use any of the two brand of toothpaste? So here is the solution. Step 1, we have to interpret the problem in Venn diagram and represent the different sets. And dito, let D, ayan, be the students using the brand X. And let C be the students using the brand Y. And the universal set is the students in the class. So in step 2, we have to gather the conditions of the problem and write them in the set notation. So like for example, we have the cardinality of set D, 28. And the cardinality of set C, we have 25. And the cardinality of D intersection C, we have 10. And the cardinality of the universal set, we have 45. So, using Venn diagram, magiging ganito rin yung ating figure. So, we have here the universal set. And yung dito sa R sub 1, yun yung mga sets or mga elements dun sa set D. And dito sa R sub 3, yung mga elements sa set C. And yung sa R sub 2, yung intersection ng dalawang set. And yung sa R sub 4, yun yung mga wala dito sa set D, C, and dun sa intersection na kung saan under yan sa universal set. So, step 3, we have to solve the problem. So, here is the solution. We have to get the cardinality of R sub 1 or yung mga elements sa set D. So, we have here the cardinality of set D minus the cardinality of D intersection C. So, we have the cardinality of set D, which is 28, and the cardinality of D intersection C is 10. So, subtract them. We have 28 minus 10 is equal to 18 students. So, 18 students niyan yung sagot dun sa question letter A. Next, we have to get the cardinality of R sub 2 o yung intersection ng R sub 1 and R sub 3. So, we have here the cardinality of set C minus the cardinality of the intersection C. So, the cardinality of set C, we have 25. And the cardinality of the intersection C, we have 10. So, 25 minus 10 is equal to 15. So, 15 students ang sagot dun sa question letter B. Next, we have to get the cardinality of D union C. So, we need to add the cardinality of set D and the cardinality of set C minus the cardinality of D intersection C. So, we have here the cardinality of set D, 28. The cardinality of set C, we have 25. And the intersection C, we have 10. So, 28 plus 10, we have 53 minus 10. So, 43 students. Yung sagot sa question letter C. And last one, we have to get the cardinality of N sub 4 or yung mga under sa universal set. So, we have the cardinality of universal set. We have 45, and the cardinality of D union C, we have 43. So, 45 minus 43, we have 2 students ang sagot dun sa question letter D. So, balikan nyo yung mga questions, then yan yung mga answer nila. So, last example we have, in a class of 30 students, 90 are studying, ayan, 19 are studying French, 12 are studying Spanish, and 7 studying both French and Spanish. So the question is, how many students are not taking any foreign languages? So here is the solution. So a total of 30 students in a class. Ito yung sa class. So, mouse lang ang pansulat ko, kaya sorry. And since 19 ang nag-study ng French and And 12 ang nag-study ng Spanish. Then 7 ang nag-study ng both. So using Venn diagram, we have two circles. Dito yung sa French, dito yung sa Spanish, and dito yung sa both. Tapos, meron tayong universal set. Ay, wait, erase ko siya. We have the universal set na kung saan yun yung mga elements na wala dun sa dalawang sets. So, here is the universal set. So, ngayon, since we have 19 students na nag-study ng French and 7 yung both, so isubtract natin si 19 kay 7. So, 19 minus 7 will give you 12. So, yan yung mga students na nag-study ng French language. Next, since meron tayong 12 na Spanish, isubtract natin siya dun sa 7, which is both. So, 12 minus 7, we have 5. So, yan yung mga students na nag-study ng Spanish only. And, syempre, yung sa both, ilan siya? Ayan. Diba, we have 7. Yan yung sa both. Kaya, papansinin nyo, 12 plus 7 is equal to 19, yung mga nag-study ng French. And 5 plus 7, yung mga nag-study ng Spanish, yun yung 12. So, ilan kaya yung sa universal set? Kasi yun yung tinatanong niya, how many students are not taking any foreign languages? So, pag-add natin yung tatlo, so we have 12 plus 7 is equal to 19 plus 6, ay, plus 5 is 24. Pero, ilan ba ang total number of class? We have 30. So, isubtract natin yan. 30 minus 24 will give you 6. So, ibig sabihin, yung, sa universal set, we have 6. Or yung mga students na hindi nagtitake ng any foreign languages. So, the answer will be 6. And next, keep in mind, so to solve problems involving sets, the following steps should be followed. So first is to make a Venn diagram of the sets and represent the different sets. Second is to gather conditions of the problem. And third is to solve the problem. So that's all. And let's have quiz. So open your book on page 30 to 32, then answer accuracy page or accuracy number 3 and number 4, and basic application number 3. So that's all for this day. Thank you and God bless.